Bro, let's talk a little bit. Is This is something weird I've been thinking about. Like, it's not really, it doesn't make sense, but it kind of does make sense. And the question is like, is power really that powerful? Because it's called by, what can I say? A lot of people who are in power and have so much power are not really that strong. Because if you get a regular 40-year-old guy and put him in front of President Trump or in front of a Russian president like Vladimir Putin, and then have them go blow for blow or get into a physical altercation, a physical fight, there's a chance that that 40-year-old guy is gonna win, right? But even with that, the Vladimir Putin or Trump or somebody else in a powerful position is still more powerful than that 140-year-old, and they hold so much power, right? And with that being said, my question is power really that powerful? Because it's being held by people that will be considered weak. You know what I mean? If power was like an animal that people had to hold and hold really, really tight, and that animal was as violent as power really is. You see how powerful people are violent. Now imagine if power was like an animal that was as powerful and as strong and as dangerous as power actually is. That would mean that only the strongest people, physically strong and mentally strong, will be in power, because you would have to be strong enough to hold on to that animal to make sure that it does not run away. You know what I mean? But to be honest with you, power is really almost like an animal that is people are holding on to really, really strong to make sure that it doesn't run away in a direction that they do not want it to run away to. You know? But since these people are not really physically strong and power is not like a physical animal, they use other means to hold on to it. And some of those means that they use to hold on to power is other people, secretaries, people that are like lower than them, that are still powerful but just not as powerful as them. For example, like, what can I say? Like generals, army generals use regular soldiers to stay in power. Presidents use police officers, the Secret Service, and the military to stay in power. But let's say all that was not there. Would presidents really be as powerful as they are? Would they be able to hold on to that animal that we are calling power in this conversation? Would they be able to hold on to that animal as tight as they need to hold on to it so it doesn't run away from them, if it was not for those other people below them that are helping them to stay in power? I think that no, they wouldn't be able to, because it's just one person that is so powerful that they're doing things that they otherwise would not have been able to do if they were not as powerful, if that animal that we are calling power was not in their possession. So it's just people that are weak that are somehow able to use other people to hold power and keep it to themselves for as long as sometimes as they want to, or for as long as they can. Sometimes those people that they're using to hold on to that power turn onto them, and then strip that power away from them, and then use it in a way that they see to be fit for people in general. And the way that this is done, or the way I can describe this, is through a coup. The way people in some countries, people will like literally go against their own government and then take the power away from the president, and then use the power in a way that they feel like fits best for the people that live inside of that country. And in my opinion, there is no scarier moment of a dictator or a president than the time when they lose their power. You can see it all the time. Who should I use as an example? You can see like the president of Venezuela. He was he was a scary guy. Of course, a lot of people didn't like him. Some people liked him, but regardless of how you think about him, let's just still use him as an example. He was a powerful guy. He was the president of a country, a really big country, a strong country. But eventually, when that power was taken away from him, he went straight back to a normal looking guy. And you could see him holding on to whatever the power that he had left, which is only enough power to keep him alive and walking and breathing just like a normal person. You know what I mean? For so long, he was able to hold on to the power, and he was this crazy, scary guy. But as soon as all that was gone, he was a normal person. And you could see the fear of him being torn down to a normal person brought to him. It was crazy. So, I feel like power is just this almost like in a modified, like the way of thinking of it is like it's almost like this animal that people have next to them that can run away from them, but they have enough people to create a circle around them and that animal to make sure that that animal does not run away. And so there's the president or a powerful person, and then there's power next to them that can run away, and then there's like these other people that are surrounding them, that are surrounding the powerful person and the power to keep the power close to the powerful person. But yeah, so I feel like power and the powerful person are two different things. It's just that they get really close, and then other people are used to keep them close. Does that make any sense, or am I tripping? I don't know.